Hello, and welcome to our English Learning Podcast. This is episode 19, and today, we have an exciting topic that I'm sure you'll find both fun and useful.
That's right! Today's episode is all about how to make a successful business. Whether you're dreaming of starting your own company or just curious about how businesses grow, we've got you covered.
Exactly, and don't worry, we're going to keep it simple and easy to understand. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into it.
Okay, James, so let's start with a big question. What does it actually mean to have a successful business?
That's a great place to start. For me, a successful business means more than just making a lot of money. Of course, making money is important, but it's also about building something that people really need or enjoy.
Right, so it's about solving a problem or providing something valuable. That's the key, isn't it?
Exactly. Take a company like Apple, for example. They didn't just sell phones. They sold a new way of using technology. People love how easy and stylish their products were. So, in a way, they didn't just solve problems, they made life a little bit cooler.
True, Apple definitely made technology fashionable. But I think a lot of people wonder, how do you start? Like, where do you even begin?
That's a great question, Maria. I think the first step is to find an idea. You have to think about what you're passionate about or what problem you can solve. But the tricky part is, there's so much competition out there, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's literally a business for everything these days. You could even start a business that helps people organize their socks, and someone would probably buy it.
I love that idea. Sock organization expert. Maybe I should get into that. But seriously, it's about finding a niche, something unique. If you can offer something that people can't get anywhere else, you're already on the right path.
Yeah, like maybe a business that helps people organize their phones. So many people have too many apps, right? It's chaos on their screens.
That's brilliant. Maybe we should start that business together, Maria. Phone Organizer Co. I can see it now. Find your calm in the chaos of your apps. But before we get too excited, we should talk about the next step, planning.
Oh yes, planning. You know, I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. They have the idea, but they don't know how to make it real.
Exactly. Planning is like building the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak, the house will fall. So when you're planning a business, you need to think about things like, who are your customers? What are you selling them? And how will you make money?
And don't forget, how will you reach those customers? You can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about it, it's not going to work.
You're so right. Marketing is huge. I mean, think about all the companies you see online every day. Ads pop up on your phone, your computer, your TV. It's like they're always finding ways to get into your mind.
Yes, and sometimes those ads are so clever. Like, you didn't even realize you needed a new pair of socks. But then you see an ad for the most comfortable socks ever, and suddenly you have to buy them. But
exactly. You start thinking, wait, I don't even have socks like that. But that's the power of marketing. It's all about creating a need.
James, let's be real. Marketing isn't just about being clever, it's also about knowing your audience. If you're selling socks, you need to know who needs them. Are they for runners? Are they for people who just like comfort? Or maybe you're selling socks to people who like fancy, colorful designs.
Yes, identifying your target audience. That's key. If you try to sell to everyone, you might end up selling to no one. So when you know who your customers are, you can speak directly to them.
Right? And once you know who your audience is, you need to make sure your business is visible. So that's when social media and online marketing come in.
Yes, social media is such a powerful tool. I mean, you can reach people all over the world without even leaving your house. It's incredible. But it also means you have to be consistent. If you want people to keep coming back, you need to post regularly, engage with your followers, and give them value.
Consistency is key. You can't just post once and expect your business to grow. It's like watering a plant. You have to keep doing it every day.
I love that comparison. If you stop watering the plant, it will die. But if you take care of it, it grows into something beautiful. That's how a business works too.
I'm loving the plant metaphors today. But you know, James, building a business is also about being ready to fail sometimes. Not everything will go perfectly, and that's okay.
Oh, 100%. Failure is part of the process. Apple almost went bankrupt in the 1990s, but they didn't give up. They kept going, and now look at them.
That's so true. And I think sometimes people are scared of failing, so they don't even try. But if you're afraid to fail, you'll never learn and improve. It's okay to make mistakes.
Absolutely. Mistakes are just lessons in disguise. The important thing is to learn from them and keep moving forward. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help. Whether it's from a mentor, a friend, or even an online community, having support can make a huge difference.
Oh yes, teamwork makes the dream work, right? Even the biggest companies have teams of people behind them. It's not just one person doing everything.
Exactly, and that brings us to the next point, scaling your business. Once your business is up and running, you'll want to grow it, right? But that takes careful planning and more work.
Yeah, it's like you've built your little shop, and now you need to expand it into a big mall. But scaling can be tricky. You need the right systems in place, the right team, and of course, enough money to support that growth.
It's all about being smart. It's tempting to grow too quickly, but that can actually hurt your business. You need to make sure everything is stable before you start expanding.
So, James, we've talked about a lot today, but before we finish, let's talk about one last thing, staying motivated. How do you keep going when things get tough?
That's the hardest part, isn't it? There will be days when you feel like giving up, but the key is to remember why you started in the first place. Maybe it was to help people, or maybe it was to follow a passion. Keep that in your heart.
And take breaks when you need them. Running a business is a marathon, not a sprint. You have to pace yourself.
Exactly, and remember to celebrate your small wins along the way. Even if you're not where you want to be yet, take time to recognize how far you've come.
I love that. Small wins really add up. So, to wrap things up, I think we can say that building a successful business takes hard work, patience, and a little bit of creativity. But if you stick with it, anything is possible.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and learning from every experience. So, whether you want to start a business or just learn more, keep going and keep growing.
Well said, James. And that's it for today's episode. We hope you've enjoyed our conversation and picked up some helpful tips for your business journey.
Thanks for listening. And don't forget to join us next time for more English lessons and fun discussions.
Good luck with your business dreams, everyone. And remember, success doesn't happen overnight, but with passion and perseverance, you'll get there.
Take care, everyone, and happy learning.